we have with us is Sambhavi. Her code is PPREV 106.
106. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes. So Sambhavi, please unmute yourself.
Miss Mrunal.
Yes, sir.
Are you hearing my voice? Are you?
Yes, sir. You are. Yes, sir. You are audible.
Yeah. First you ask 1 or 2 questions or 3 questions. Later I will ask.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Or you suggest me, I will ask. You raise the like this.
Okay, sir.
If I raise, I will ask.
Okay,
If
sir.
you raise, you will ask.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Right.
Ma'am, first I would like if you can zoom it better so I can explain it better. It will be more visible for you all as well.
Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So, ma'am, can I start?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so
Can you
good
please
afternoon.
down the slide?
Okay, so good
Can you
evening,
please down the
everyone.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I am Shambhavi from Chitkara College of Pharmacy, 4th year B Pharm, and my topic is nutrigenomics, a defensive therapy in cancer. So, as we know that cancer is primarily a major genetic disease which is caused due to alternation in DNA cells or so-called mutation, and which ultimately leads to the formation of tumors. So we know that nowadays it is a major problem, and even means after 75% of drugs which are given, still people are at the particular stage 3, when people are almost to the mortality, then it is able to recognize that they are suffering from cancer. So involvement of drugs is another thing, but we know that measure of the problems are also caused due to improper diet or the major food components which are required for our proper function and growth. So the cancer is also caused due to improper diet, or you can say major bioactive food components which are very essential in our diet, such as vitamin, minerals and all. So you can see that there is a one therapy known as nutrigenomics, which is a science of field which involves the interaction of nutrients and genes and their effect on our body. So like you can see here that there is a circle in which there are two perspectives shown, nutrigenomics and nutrigenetics. So like you can see, nutrigenetics means how our genes affect our body and what is the effect. So, and in nutrigenomics we see how our food affect our genes. Like food can play both role. It can alter our genes as well as in a good way as well as in a bad way. So if they alter our genes in a bad way, they alter our DNA, so it can lead to cancer or ultimately the growth. So like you can see, there are various advantage and disadvantage of nutrigenomics. As we know, there are pros and cons of everything. So like one of the advantages, it works as a therapy in a prevention of disease, whereas there are various misleading claims as well. So like we can see, one of the example I have shown is of ECCG. So it is majorly present in, it is a polyphenol and present mainly in green tea, and we usually say green tea is very good for health as well as metabolism. So it works on NFKB, which is an inflammatory pathway, and through that way it helps in prevention of cancer. So ma'am, can you please shift to rightwards upside? There is a flowchart above the nutrition gene interaction. So this shows how our genes are getting affected and how our health affects. As I said, if the genetic inheritance works on DNA sequence, so in that way it alters our gene in bad way, like activity of genes get affected, metabolism gets affected, and it completes to a good health. But instead, if DNA methylation occurs, like if the sequence of DNA methylation goes into the wrong place, or different coding goes, it can lead to enable the formation of RNA, improper RNA, which ultimately will create improper proteins, ultimately it will affect our metabolism, and then it can lead to disease such as cancer. So it's very important that we take proper nutrition and dietary components. So ma'am, this is the nutrition gene interaction, where it affects in 3 pathways like direct interaction, epigenetic interaction, and genetic variations. In genetic variation, it is a common variation known as SNP, that is single nucleotide polymorphism, that alters our functionality of genes. So ma'am, can you please take it down, the poster? Ma'am, please little bit down. Excuse me, ma'am.
Is it fine? Hello, I
Ma'am,
have
it's
done
not,
it.
it's not showing here.
No, I have. Okay. It's now okay.
It's not showing, but I can still explain. See, there will be a diagram where the food, I have mentioned that how biofood components explain and they work on nutrigenomics, epigenetic events, transcriptomics, and metabolomics and proteomics. Like in short way, what I explained is activity of RNA, proteins, and the metabolites. And there is the next, yeah. And below this, there is a flow chart which shows that in which cases cancer occurs and what are the, when chemotherapy is given, how it reduces the cancers. So like you can see there, when the ROS, that is reactive oxygen species, increases, it leads to the cancer. If inflammatory pathways are more, it leads to cancer. Whereas when we give the chemotherapy to them, the inflammation reduces, apoptosis increases, reactive oxygen species decreases, and it leads to prevention of cancer. So bioactive food components are divided further into micro and macro elements. Macro means which are required in major amount, like calcium and magnesium. So there is a point, like if magnesium is less in our body, it ultimately leads to the thyroid cancer mainly. So it is mainly found in foods like groat and all. And same is with the case of micronutrients, like I can show in still meats. You have heard the name of resveratrol, which is mostly found in red wine, and it works on various things. Like there is a process of epigenetic event known as histone acetylation. So it works as a histone deacetylase inhibitor. Okay, and it prevents many type of cancers like ovarian cancer, breast cancer, and all the things which are related to, even it prevents leukemia. So like I can say that it's very important to involve various important this bioactive food component, at least to prevent this type of chronic diseases as well as the cancer. And even we can diagnose this by various methods like PCR-assay, which specifically diagnose on translocation of specific malignant cells. And then we can know.
Sambhavi, you have 30. Sambhavi, you have only 30 seconds. Please wind up.
Yeah, ma'am. So that's what I'm saying, that along with the various cancer drugs which are present in now, like main is methotrexate. It is very like it is an alternative to reduce the risk of cancer by involvement of these bioactive food components, which is like I have mentioned the name of a scientist researcher poll, which he identified almost 30 to 40% of cancers are caused due to improper diet or nutrition. So I just want to conclude by that it's very important to include such bioactive food components in to prevent the risk of the cancer up to some extent. Thank you, ma'am.
Sir, hello.
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Okay. Okay, my first question is, can nutrigenomics independently works in cancer treatment?
Ma'am, as I said that nutrigenomics is directly related to the interaction of our nutrition and genes. So we can't say that directly, means I can't say that it totally inhibits the prevention, cancer process, but it can reduce up to some extent, like it can reduce up to 80% of the chances of cancer.
Okay. You want
Till
to
the
say
results
that
are,
we take the,
yes, ma'am.
we can take these nutrient supplements as a prophylaxis purpose.
Yes, ma'am. And even still research is
Can we?
going on nutrigenomics still, and how it can be more effective, made more effective to prevent the cancer wholly.
Okay. Can we use these supplements or nutrients with anti-cancer therapy?
Yes, ma'am, sure. There is no side effect of such nutrients on anti-cancer therapies. Totally.
Are you sure there are no drug interactions?
Ma'am, as a big pharmacist, I know that these are the, like there is a word of nutraceuticals. Okay, so anti-cancer drugs, in that also they are derived from such constituents only.
Okay, so you want to say there are no drug interaction, there's no anti-cancer drug which interact with food or interfere with
Hello? Hello?
Hello? Hello, am I
Yes, ma'am.
audible?
Now you're audible.
Okay, so you are saying there are no drug interactions, drug or food interactions in this case.
Ma'am, I am saying that in some cases, like in some cases only, there are food interactions in some only with some specific food. It depends on person to person individually.
Okay, ठीक है, thank you.
Yes, thank you, ma'am.
You can.
Shambhavi?
Yes, sir.
Shambhavi,
Yes, sir.
what you want to conclude?
Sir, I basically want to conclude from this that the importance of nutrition in prevention, or the topic of which, that is nutrigenomics. So the importance of proper diet and the bioactive food components is very necessary, so that our genes do not get altered up to some extent, and we can prevent the formation of tumor cells, so up to some extent, so it may decrease the development of cancer cells up to some extent. So it's very important to involve this bioactive food components, so that our genes do not get altered.
Yeah, this conclusion is based on review articles, or you studied, you performed and study?
Sir, it's a review article, and it is going to be even published in 1 month.
No. Based on, remember one thing, every disease is purely depending upon the nutritional food intake.
Yes, sir.
Every disease, every
Yes, sir.
sufferer, it is purely depend upon the intake of the food material. Is it
Yes,
right
sir.
or wrong?
It
Then
is completely.
what else? Yeah, what else useful other than normal diseases?
What is useful, sir, other than normal disease, like if I take the example of diabetes or obesity, which is also caused, as you like said, that it is also caused due to improper diet or malnutrition. So the difference is that in it doesn't, in that diseases there is no direct interaction of nutrition with the genes. So in that
But
point,
whereas in case of cancer patients, the patient who is undergoing with chemotherapy cannot take food also.
no, sir, why, why he wouldn't take it? It is recommended.
No. It isn't tasteless only. And then remember that cancer occurred in the region of the stomach, spleen. How can he take food?
Sir, cancer is only due to development of abnormal cells. So it's not
That's what
necessary.
I'm saying. No. In the region of, if cancer cells developed in the region of spleen or stomach or
Yes.
abdominis,
Mm-hmm.
then in that case, what will be the step?
Sir, you mean to say spleen cancer means directly it's related to our blood, which is case of leukemia. okay, like we can say leukemia. So in that case, the first step which I was like, as I said, the role of these nutrients is very important. In that case, even whatever the micronutrients I've mentioned, in that one more is the iron, which is very important. Okay, so in that case, the leukemia can be prevented at initial state, that I'm saying,
No,
and
you are
the
not
cancer
getting my
therapy
point.
even by that.
Shambhavi, my question is very clear. Might be you are not understanding, not listening properly. My question is very clear. Cancer patients, the cancer patients of treatment undergoing with the chemotherapy, they hesitate to take the food. Might be you don't know.
Yeah, I
They
know.
will
I can.
hesitate to take the, they will hesitate to take the food during that season, during that day, only particular day. See, today one patient went to chemotherapy. He won't get energy, and then he won't take food also for day, for whole day. And then it will be, it is having index effect on next day also, both 2 days. During that time, what he has to take or she has to go.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. Sir, in that case, I will suggest that he should contact with the what you can say nutrition specialist and take suggestions
That's
from
what.
him that what should
Okay,
I.
okay. Good. You done. You well. You compiled very excellent manner. You compiled very excellent, and then you could have include
Hello?
this factor also. And then anyway, you are saying Shambhavi, you are going to publishing this article. You better to include this point also.
Yes, sir. I'll surely include in my article as well.
Excellent,
Thank you.
excellent.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, Shambhavi.